today, I want to get in, have you understand, we're doing an action that I call scissoring. So I've got a pair of scissors here to kind of illustrate and remind your mind what it is we're doing. So when we're in a wide leg position, right, and we're forward and back, we want to have that sense that we're scissoring the legs back in, like we're almost trying to cut something by pulling the legs back together, right? And I always think that the scissor action, or seeing the scissors do this action, really helps the process and understanding. Now in this work today, you might want to have a block or a exercise ball, whatever you want to use. I find the block a little easier in one of them. The ball is a little easier potentially in the other. It's more from a feeling standpoint, but I'm going to use the block. So pause if you need to, get your block or whatever works for you. A pillow can work as well. And come back when you're ready. If you're already ready because you guessed and you have it close, that's great. So you're going to take the block and put it between your thighs, a little closer to the hips than to the knees. It's not going to look that way on the camera, but it's closer. I'm not at my knees, right? And I want to sense hugging into that block with my outer shins, not with the thighs. The shins down here want to hug in and hold the block so that the inner legs can expand back out. As they do, these hip points draw towards each other and you relax the bottom. So you're relaxing the glutes, right? Okay, so that's one action. The other action, take that block out. You keep that action feeling, right? We're going to take one foot back and the other one forward. It doesn't matter which leg you do. We'll do it in both in the actual low lunge that we're working on today. Now the shins hug in and the thighs press away from each other. So you imagine that block is still in between. That's why I had you use that really quickly, because you can probably still feel where the block was. Now think about trying to pull the right leg forward and the left leg back, and you might even feel a little bit of movement in the skin on the bottom of your feet, right? And that's an action that squares the hips to the front of your mat. Now that's our technique for today. So whichever, let's go left leg back first, right leg forward into a low lunge, right? And I'll do this direction in one view and I'll do the other front version in another. If you need a blanket under your knee, by all means grab one really quickly or fold your mat over, right? But where you want to be is today for this expression, you want about a 15, 20 degree angle in the back leg and the knee in line over your ankle on the front leg. Now you can have the back toes tucked or the back foot extended, whatever your knee is happy with, okay? But wherever you are, feel those outer shins hug in and hold the block as the belly engages, the sit bones feel like they're spreading and the glutes are relaxing as those thighs want to move laterally away from each other, even from the midline of the body. Now see if you can have that sense of scissoring the legs back in, and in that you should feel the spine and the crown of the head lifting. This is also going to give you more space. So now relax all of that and press the hips forward and feel what that feels like. The front knee probably trailing out to the side a little bit. The hips feel like they're collapsing. You're actually weighting down into the joints. Right? Now come back a little bit and create the leg action. Scissor the legs. Right? Get that lift in the chest and then exhale. Feel the hips move forward and sense the difference that you have here. Now sometimes we don't feel a lot of difference. I'm still getting the same basic stretch across the front of my hip joint, right? The crease point. But the difference is I'm not collapsing in the lower back. I'm holding in and my core is helping me actually move deeper into the stretch. Good, so release that. And you can just bring one leg back and bring the left leg forward. And I'll show forward in this. All right, so you get a sense. So the first time here, we're just gonna go forward. And you see my left knee trailing out to the side a little bit, right? And you can kind of see that I'm kind of collapsing into my hips, right? I'm getting that stretch there, which is where I get most of the stretch, especially at this distance. You may be getting it in the thigh, it's fine, right? So back off a little bit. Now, shins draw in and hold that block. Thighs move away from each other. Belly is engaging. It's really the hip points. This is the cat action. And then the glutes are relaxed. Now exhale, move forward and see what the difference is. First is, you can see my knee is not trailing open. It's staying neutral. And I'm able to stay off of that collapse in the hips. I actually have buoyancy, which allows me to go deeper into the stretch, which becomes more productive. Good. All right, so exhale, back off. And that is our tweak of the week for today. So there you go. I hope you gained great benefit from today's work. If you have any questions about this tweak or any previous one, let me know. Put your question in the comments of the specific tweak and I'll get back to you. Also, if you like today's tweak, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Plus, check out the website and follow us on social media for other inspiration and great ways to increase your optimal vitality. You'll find those links in the description below. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, have an amazing week and be excellent to each other.